Hello and welcome back to Captain of Industry. So last time, what did we do? It was literally yesterday and I'm not too sure. I think we did construction parts Mark IV. I think that's what we got to. And we also did a new power grid up here using the power turbines low and high Mark II, and also the new power generators as well, which just are a little bit more efficient in terms of the mechanical, what do they call it? Mechanical power. Yes. We are still cutting it a little fine. We have seen that tick up a little bit. If we see that happen again, we might think about doing at least one of these. So doing like another half of this. We also have a new ship bridge, which I was kind of ignoring. But I noticed that if we upgrade it to ship bridge 3, it gives us more hit points. So it gives us a higher battle score. So let's do that. 800 steel. Where are we with steel? Well, only 400, but that's only because that's the size of the box we have, and that's fine. 500 electronic parts is quite a tall order, but let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get that done. What else can we do that's a nice little quick fix? Well, we are backed up with vegetables quite significantly. I think on both sides we're quite backed up, and we have had messages saying that we are unable to process or unable to store more. We did very briefly set this up before, but let's actually get this done now. So we're going to put that there, we're going to put that there, we're going to put that there, and then we're just going to unity. How much unity we got? So much unity. Let's unity all of that. So then we can just process more vegetables and hopefully stop it from backing up again. Everything else I think is okay, but we'll keep an eye on this and see how we go. What else can we do? I am seriously considering building another team of excavators, like a flattenator Mark II. So we can have one team working over here and another team working on doing some of this. And there's also like these little chunks here sticking out. Be good to get rid of that. There's nothing there, is there? No. Just bits like that. I've also seen that some people sort of, if we come down here and make sure this is going the right way, they sort of do something like that. So they cut through the middle rather than having it sticking out. I don't know if I'm too bothered about that, but it's something we could also look at doing. We have a low supply of electronics, but that's because we've just taken all the electronics of the ship, so that's actually not a concern at all. We have loads of oil, so that's fine. I'm going to get rid of that message because we don't really care too much. Have you been upgraded? No, you've literally just taken some electronic parts. Okay, so what else is on the cards today? Everything's looking okay over here. We don't have any fuel gas in store, but that's because if we don't have any fuel gas needed in this, which I think is the only thing which needs the fuel gas. Oh, that and the boiler as well. But if the boiler and, because that's an out, and this are full, then it's just sending all of the fuel gas out. Cargo ship is low on fuel. Okay. There's literally no reason for it to be low on fuel. Why is this pipe not working? It's sending diesel over there. There's diesel in this pipe. Well, that's broken. So that could definitely be why. And this goes nowhere. Okay. Yeah. That has a little bit of diesel in it. Is that pointing the other way? Yeah, let's get rid of that diesel. Let's empty that out. And then we will make this pipe. I don't know what happened there. Not sure what happened there, because that's probably told not to deliver diesel. It is. So we definitely need that connected. So once that's done, we'll see diesel flow through here into here. This pipe should now be empty, so we can delete that. And this pipe should be empty, so we can delete that. Okay, well that's that sort of solved. It's now bringing in diesel. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, so that's that done. What else have we got going on? Let's have a little look at our research, because we're researching all sorts of things. If we go down to the bottom and just skim through without calling it all out, because we don't need to call it all out. We could do household goods. That is something we could do. We've been talking about that for quite a while. Or we've done construction 4, we've done power generation 5, whatever that was. Research labs, ship bridge we are doing. So research labs and the statue of maintenance. Research labs are probably the next thing we actually need to worry about. Research lab Mark 3 looks like this. It looks very fancy. It needs lab equipment. 4, which is lab equipment 2. It needs 12 of them. These make 12 each, so that's fine. We can have an equal number of those. Do these make more? Yeah, they do. But we're not running this one because we're not making enough paper, are we? So we can only run 3 of them, but 3 of them's fine. And it needs 2 electronics, so we would need 6 electronics Mark II. We are currently stocked up with electronics Mark II. We are making 1224. We are using 12 in there, and also potentially 12 in there. So the only reason we're not currently empty in this is because we're not running, not that one, we're not running this one full time, because it generates 480 maintenance 2, but our maintenance 2 requirements are quite low. Yeah, our consumption, if we get rid of this, our consumption is like 6, so that's fine. So that will be okay. If we get that up and running, that's not going to be too much of an issue. So we need... Is it just the 2 inputs? It's just 2 inputs. So we need this sort of setup. To go about in line with it all, which I think is going to be there, which is going to be there. So the bottom one looks right. We just need to plug in the electronics Mark II. We also need to set this to be the right sort of construction. Make sure I don't want trucks delivering anything. And let's do that. And we're going to want to pause at least one of them. And you are going to be electronics. Oh no, lab equipment 3 is what I'm trying to get at. So that's how we're going to start making it. We'll then just get rid of that little bit of belt. We can then plug this into here and upgrade these in situ, which is nice. In the meantime, they are just finishing off the fuel tank upgrade. That is the last thing, so we'll let them do that. But we need to get electronics 2 down here, which comes from here. So if we bring this at a height of 3... Why do I keep thinking that can go? There we go. And then not at a height of 3, because we're going to have to come down here. Oh, I've undone that. So height 3 to here, then height 2 to here, which is going to start causing problems for trucks that might want to come through, like those. So actually... let's bring it up to 5 and bring it over to here. And then to, let's say there. Let's come down here, get rid of that. Connect that there. There's only 2, so that's fine. It's 12, so that's fine for those belts. So let's just get... That's the pause. Yeah, that is. I do want the pause button. That's fine. Let's get that built. Excellent. We have finished the engine. Do we need the engine? Oh no, it's a fuel tank. Sorry. Just increases our range. I don't know that we need that, but 300 steel. Steel. We are. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? And we'll let that go. We can get rid of those. Was there anything it's researching after solar panels? Is there a way of seeing the queue? I think that's the last thing. But I'm not too fussed about solar panels. And plus, I am assuming that will still research them with the new research anyway. So let's Unity those belts. So they're all in place. That will then start kicking those over there. Let's upgrade these, which takes lab parts mark whatever to upgrade. So, okay. We'll just let that go. And maybe we will break that link. Let's just get these made. The electronics are on their way down. I was wondering why they weren't doing anything, but the electronics are on their way down. They make 12, they consume 12, so that's fine. If we got more paper being generated, we could double that. But paper's in a bit of an awkward spot, really, where there's not a nice place. We could sort of do it like... It'd have to be like... We could do it like that, I suppose, couldn't we? And then figure out how we would get... What is it it's using? Wood chips, limestone, and steam. So the steam's fine. The limestone actually goes to there. So that would be fine. But then the wood chips, it uses 6. This generates... Oh, actually, that'd be fine as well. So it'd just be figuring out how to get this over here. I suppose if we came off of... Yeah, there's not a nice way of doing it, I think, is the simple answer. But we could do that. And we could... Doesn't want to block that pipe, does it? But I want you to do that. How can I... Is there a way of forcing you to do that if I turn off that? Ah, yes. F makes you ignore it, which is what I want. It's not what I want, though, because then how do I get the steam in there? It's a very good point, me. That's a very good point. So actually, let's do that. And then the steam, how much steam do you take? Piddly amounts. So the steam we would plug into there. And then the paper we'd plug into there. So that would double our paper output. Do you know what? I wasn't too sure if I was going to do it or not, but you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I think that is an important thing to have, just so we can get... And it's not like we're short of workers or anything, is it? So we've got some wood chips coming down. The limestone's already there. Steam is in the pipe. That should now be making paper, which means we can come over here and unpause that one and that one. Excellent. We've got a whole thing of those, which means we should now be able to upgrade this, and this, and this, and this. Nope. What are we missing? Probably more of these by the look of it. So I don't really want to plumb that in quite yet. I want to be able to actually upgrade this. There it is. Excellent. And then this we can just plug into here. Unity that belt. Job done. Next tier of research is a go. Let's cancel that then. And let's think what we want over here. Vacuum desalination. Oh, this is using the depleted steam. So we could use depleted steam to get water and brine. I don't know why, to be honest. I'm sure there's a very good reason for it, but I don't think we need it right now. The electrolyzer 2 would probably be a nice thing to have, just because we could look at shortening the footprint of some things. Conveyor belts would be nice. Are they needed? Only because it does that. So we've got all of this, basically. And then we've also got these, and we've got this. I'm going to do the glass making first. Then I'm going to do the cargo depots. Then I'm going to do the arc furnace 2 and the CO2 recycling. So that's going to take some time for us to get that all researched. Let's unpause that. And we are probably going to have to delete the stuff on that belt. And you should now be starting to get... Yeah, it's just going to take a little while for it to get there. That's absolutely fine. Do you output more recyclables? You output 24 recyclables, which means as of this point, we need to look at upgrading these belts. Do we need 20, 30? No, we don't need to worry about upgrading the output belts at the moment. And this belt is coping. Okay, excellent. So they're waiting for products to come in. That's just because they take 24. Oh, so we could actually only run 2 of those. Oh. Oh. Which makes 27. What did this make? 12 to 13. And that's 24 to 27. Okay, so 2 of them is still more efficient than running the other ones. It's just that we would kind of like to have more, really, wouldn't we? Like at least another 2. Hold on. Hold on a second. That might help. That might help. Let's get that done. Excellent. Yeah, so that's all fine. That's all fine. Okay. Well, it'd be nice to scale that up at some point. I don't know if we're in a massive rush for it. Yeah, let's just leave it for now. Let's just leave it for now. Have you been upgraded? We have a low supply of diesel. We actually genuinely do have a low supply of diesel. Is it time to start? Well, I suppose what it's time for is to come over here and think about what we did here and try and remember how we would fix this. I don't think we would change the priority out on this one because we still want this one to prioritize these. We would change this one, but you know, let's just see how it goes with diesel at the moment. They're all running. We're quite full of naphtha, it says, but the naphtha loop isn't full. Sandy Control Tower has nothing to mine because we are actually using a lot of sand now. A lot of sand. More sand than I thought we really would be. So let's give you that and that to work with. And there's still quite a lot of sand if we dig down, actually, so that's not too bad. David Walker, you're struggling to find a destination you can reach. That just means you have ran out of trees here, and you have got no trees marked that you can actually get to, which is fine. There's that one. I'm assuming you can get to that one. I don't think you can get over here. So the next thing really would be to... I'm assuming you can come down here. We are going to really have to start thinking about getting a tree planter down. I suppose we've got this little bit here, but it's a long trip back for the trucks at that point. I just wanted to click on you. Where are you? There you are. So you can come down here. Yes, you can make it down there. Perfect. Low supply of electronics. It's because we're not making electronics. Because we are missing coal. We are just missing coal. Are you not mining coal? No, you are mining rock. So let's give them more coal to mine. At this point, we can come all the way along here as well. Just say do that. If you can find coal, do coal. I can't really do that bit at the moment because it's going to confuse the bejeebus out of them. So I want to see you because you all should be told to focus on coal. Yeah, okay. So that's a minor problem. That could start impacting on our stuff if it doesn't get there soon. But we do have coal on this belt and in this bucket. We tell them to just keep that bucket empty. Truck should start taking coal from there and popping it into this one. No. One of these. This one. So now we've got a little bit of coal going into the system. Okay. Okay. Has the ship been upgraded? Looks like it has. So let's send you out. Oh, hang on a second. What is your score now? 480. You are a 470, but you won't go in battle. What are you waiting for? Oh, you took the crew off to be upgraded. That's fine. That's fine. I don't really care about the bauxite mine. That's what did I say I was? I've immediately forgotten. I think it was 480, wasn't it? Yeah. So we could have a go at this. Why not, right? Why not? I still have a low supply of diesel. It is starting to tick up a little bit. Electronics, we're still waiting on the coal to get down here, but we should be starting to see more coal coming in. This bucket here is still full. We are seeing trucks. I thought you were going to fill up on coal, but you did not. Concerning, my friend, concerning. We could think about belting this in somehow, but it's just going to get messy. We do have coal on the belts, and in fact a couple of the belts are full. Part of the problem being that that isn't a 200 belt and that isn't a 200 belt. So let's get those upgraded so the coal actually comes out faster. Okay. We're in battle. That's fine. I'm really hoping that these will start burning. They are. These ones are just starting to go now. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Ship is in battle. Yeah, we smashed it. Get on, Fang. We found poppy seeds. Cool. And we also have 990 and another oil rig up there, as well as an enemy there, and that's, we already knew that rock mine, didn't we? So you come back here, then you can go down there and take out that one, I think. And we'll just keep you going. We are starting to see some electronics start trickling out. This is missing... Oh, it's because that doesn't have coal either, does it? And it's the end of the chain, which is fine, I think. No, because we need electronics too, so we do need that. Coal is important. I think we've decided that coal is important. Are we just at a point where we're struggling to keep up with coal demand? Is it because this bucket cannot be upgraded? That's wonderful. Yes, not enough maintenance now. Yeah, I mean, we've got coal coming in. It's just not coming in fast enough at the moment, is it? I guess that's because everything's empty. We are starting to get copper now, so that's that. That's nice. This is also running, so that's getting some coal. Okay. When we start getting the arc furnaces, that's the word, we can start reducing our need of coal. Iron has ran out of iron to mine. Well, well, well. Well, quite simply, my little friendly iron dude, you can come over here and just do this. Just start absolutely destroying this area. We do have iron over there as well. You could also just get rid of all of that. Just left a weird little bit there. And then there's this little section over here. As well as that little section there. And a little bit more there. I think that pretty much covers it. There's one little bit there. Might be getting a bit close to that belt there. Okay, that should solve that. We still need to go further down here. So we do want to fill that in at some point. But then if we're upgrading the housing and we've paused reproduction, which actually I might unpause for the moment. How are we doing over here? We've got maintenance and fuel consumption down. I'm not too fussed about the cargo ship. Recycling efficiency? I kind of like that one. That's going to give us 32% back. That's nice. Let's do that. Trucks can get overloaded by 15% but require 20% extra maintenance. Yeah, it's going to save on fuel, I suppose, isn't it? Diesel, it's not quite empty, is it? No, we're doing okay for diesel, I think. It's not amazing, but it's okay. Right, the ship is back. Are you waiting to be repaired or something? You're waiting to be repaired. Okay, that's fine. What else can we do in the meantime? Not a lot, I don't think. We have kept up with the vegetable demand by the look of it. As in, we're not losing any vegetables anymore, so that's nice. And that is now plumbed into the fuel gas system, so that's nice. You are currently full, but you should be told to be emptied, but if you can't, you will try to go to the fields to fertilize them. We probably have a lot of fertilizer. How are we doing up here for fertilizer? Fertilizer 2 is empty. Okay, that's fine. Maintenance is struggling, but we are getting copper bits in now, so that should be better. Although we are seeing this, I just saw it, that flicker that says we are running close to the edge on power. So let's unity a few things here. So let's unity that, and 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 then that. Ran out of parts. That's fine, it'll get there. It's not going to do a lot at the moment until that's built. Let's give that a nice high... Oh no, that shouldn't be there, that should be there. And we also want this to be... auto... No, we want this one to be auto-balanced. Maybe all three on auto-balance? I'm genuinely not sure. But we want this to be a higher construction priority. Because until we've built that, anything going in here is a bit of a waste. That probably means we need to make sure this has got an output for water. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's that sorted. So they take 48 steam each. The boilers make 48 steam. We're now trying to run 3 boilers plus this stuff. So I think we probably want to get another hydrogen, another fuel gas. We might as well get the extra naphtha one built as well. Heavy oil we're not fussed about, but let's do that. And I'm just going to let them build that on their own. Do we have enough bits for this? No, waiting on electronics. Oh, of course, electronics, because we don't have any electronics. Because it is all being hoovered up as fast as it can be made. Not a lot we can do about that, really. It's because we're making everything at the moment, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. That's fine, I guess. It's not... Fine's a strong word. Let's have some tea while I consider the ramifications. Oh, that's good tea. So we're about to get glass making too, which is going to drastically change this, because they looked like they were... I doubt they're going to be smaller. So I think they're going to be much bigger. So we're probably going to have to change, or if they have more... Do they have more input as well? Oh no, same. So it's 24, but it makes 24 glass rather than... Also, it's like... Oh, that's nice. So then we won't have any broken glass coming out of them. Oh, that's nice. So we could just delete these, stick down 4 of the new ones, and just have like double glass output. Cool, 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 cool. In the meantime, copper's coming in. Coal is all nice and backed up. Coal buckets are full. That's what we want to see. You are filled with copper. Okay, that's fine. Copper will be getting used quite heavily. You're also filled with dirt. Less fine, but it is currently outputting the rock. So it is what it is. If we can get the upgraded belts and just maybe upgrade the rock belt, just to get the rock out of there faster, that might be something that's silly, but we will do. Concrete is filled, probably because we don't have any surfaces to make. No, it doesn't look like we do. Okay, let's solve that. Let's do that. In fact, let's just do all of that you can, and that little bit there. There's this bit here as well, so let's just come from there. Oh, there's a little bit extra. I'm trying to make it look less chaotic, but I'm immediately going to break that just here, aren't I? Yeah. And there's this little path here up to the acid. And then basically all of that, all of that, all of that. What are you going up there for? Or to bring the rubber in? That's fair. Okay. Do they place it under buildings, I wonder? Yeah, I think they do. That's not great. We can add a little bit in there. We can add all of that in. We'll add that in. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's given them enough to get going with, really, hasn't it? If we didn't just do, like, all of that. Continue that one on down there. I may as well just fill that in. This area is pretty busy, but probably will not remain busy once they finish the dumping. Although, at what point do we class the dumping as finished, I guess is a question. But let's do that. And then there's a bunch of other bits. Oh, in fact, let's just do this one as well, because we're here. We can't do a lot of it, because it's not sloped. That's fine. Well, they've got a lot of stuff to be putting down. Not enough fuel to refuel. A truck has no fuel. Okay. We really are struggling with fuel a bit here, aren't we? I think we do need to swap these around. And I think we change that. So all the outs on the sides were prioritized. But that one's paused. So I think we... I don't think we do change the priority. Where are these all going? So this one joins into this. And what did I do here? So I think that was prioritized. Right, I haven't changed anything, have I? I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know. This is as it was. So this one was prioritized, but it's paused. This one was prioritized. And this one was prioritized. So it's prioritizing sending naphtha to make fuel gas. And then this one comes down here, which would also make fuel gas, but it's currently not running. Okay, that's fine. So what we want to do is just pause that one and unpause that one. Then we'll be sending naphtha to make diesel. Yes. What pipe is paused there? That one. And then over here, this one's prioritized, this one's prioritized. So we unpause this one. I don't think we unpause this one. But we do unpause this one. Because that's just going into the D, so that's being fed from this one. So now the naphtha comes in. It's prioritized to go here, here, or here. These two are paused and feed the naphtha to fuel gas. This one feeds the naphtha to diesel, so that carries on. If it can't go to naphtha to diesel, it goes into this one, which prioritizes this one and this one, which go to the naphtha to fuel gas. If it can't do that, it sends it through the loop. Yeah, I think that's right for that. And then down here, we have made life very difficult for ourselves with a myriad of pipes. This stupid steam pipe, oh, this brine pipe. Whose bright idea was that? Okay, so this takes in fuel gas, prioritizes outputting to this, which then prioritizes outputting to the hydrogen reformers. So if we just change that, this now prioritizes going to the diesel. If it can't go to the diesel, we pause this one. If it can't go to the diesel, it goes into here. This one prioritizes going to the hydrogen reformers. Otherwise, it tries to go back into the diesel, which will be full anyway, or it goes into the loop. I think that's fine. I think. I don't know. No. Wait, what? Oh, because we never actually changed this. Lol. Let's just have to be a little bit careful though, don't we? So let's just move you over here. Go dig out that. That's fine. Still struggling for electronics. Still, this should be fine now, shouldn't it? So we should be able to send you over that. No, oh, because you need electronics to be repaired. Yes, okay. And the electronics are going to the electronics 2 production. They also go into vehicle parts, but we're not using them. They go into maintenance. We should be fine now. Are we just... Yes, we are just consuming more than we're producing. Aha. Aha ha ha. Okay. We do now need to get rid of this pillar. I don't know if... No, this isn't like pipes, is it? That doesn't get rid of pillars. Okay. Let's get rid of those. Unity. Get rid of those. Copy this. Put it here. Take this. Put it here. This. Put it here. Unity, that, and that. You connect into there. You connect into there. And then Unity. That should be fine. Okay. Nope. Didn't build you. That's fine. I can't believe we now need 3 of those going. That's crazy. That is crazy. Whereas this, I mean, we're already using 22. It's already gone up significantly from there. But yeah, so we should be making more maintenance. We should actually start seeing that number go up. When our electronics are going to stabilize, though, is a different question entirely. We should be starting to see diesel fill up. Let's unpause those. So you're making diesel, you're making diesel, you're making fuel gas, you're making fuel gas. I don't know why you're all running. Why are you all running? Do we just have... It's because we have 200... No, we don't have 200 now. They're coming down. So you're prioritized into that. This pipe is paused, and this pipe is paused. So you're prioritized to go through here down to these. Otherwise, into this one, that's paused. So it goes into this one, or this one, which does nothing because those buildings aren't built. There's not really any reason those ones should be running, but okay. Should we see these running? Yeah, so I think maybe it's just taking a second for the... Oh, they are starting to fill up now, look, okay. Let's just let that go then. Looks like our ship has been built. No? Oh no, because it's not a ship designer. It's a different thing. It's the electronics. How are we doing for time? 44 minutes. We have finished. Come over here. Fuel tank upgrade we've done. Research labs we've done. We have got the extra glass making. I just wanted to close that. So let's pop over here. Smelting glass. Glassmaker 2. So it does use 2 more workers and more power, but it looks huge. It is absolutely huge. Okay, but 2 of those will make as much glass as we are currently making. We are full of glass at the moment, so I'm going to... and it doesn't have a... No, it just does glass. So let's be brave. Delete, 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 delete. Delete, delete. That's still got stuff on it. We'll leave that going. Delete that one. That's almost passed through. Delete that one. We've got oodles of Unity. Oh, stop. Stop. 2-click happy. Don't build you. Don't build you. It's already building that. It's fine. Just delete that. Fine, it's built a few bits over there. Don't really care. And then, so you would plug in collision with glassmaker 2. Oh, because I copied rather than cut in. So you would go there. You would go there, except we don't need you to be quite as far. Why are there 2 belts there? Ah, because I have deleted the slag belts for these? Yes. Yes, I have. These were the slag belts. So you're still going to go there. That's fine. But this one underneath, we don't need. We still need this balancer because we still have recycled glass coming in. Where? Where does the recycled glass come in? Comes in here. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So we don't need them. It does fit there. That pillar's in the way, but it does fit there, so I'm just going to leave it like that. That's fine. They then make 24, which, oh, you can't go up the side there. That's annoying. Okay. And let's unity that. And also unity that, and that, and that. Except you didn't connect. So delete that. Unity that. Okay, that whole belt is just going to be annoying. Let's get rid of all of that. It looks different and not as nice or fancy. It's because that connects us in a slightly different place now. It's fine, whatever. Unity. Which means we don't really need, actually, any... Definitely don't need that. Or that. We don't need, like, any of those now, do we? Because that's all going to be wrong. Okay. And if we should need more glass, we just add in another one of these. Which collides with the pillar, so it would go there. And then another one there, which is going to be a problem because that's where the storage is. But for now, that's fine. Acid is low, but we've got a lot on its way. That's fine. Rubber's fine. We still haven't made this because we're waiting for a lot of electronics. What is going on here? Well, this is struggling a little bit to get enough copper down because the copper is going into the PCBs as well. We are making 24 there. They use 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're making as much copper as we need to run those. That is taking extra copper. That takes an extra. It only takes 6. So it's not a lot of extra, but it does take extra. So we could spin up another, and I think it probably is worth it. We need that, we need that, we need that, that pipe, those outputs, we need that, and we need maybe not that. That can go into there. We'll have to upgrade some of those. We'll have to upgrade this one. And we'll have to upgrade this one. It's fine. And then we also need to get rid of this. And we are going to take a small pipe. And we're going to connect that in there. Excellent. So that'll get us more copper, which will get us more electronics. In the meantime, we are making 24 times 6. 24 times 6. We're making 144. These are using 48. These are using another 24. So minus 48 minus 24. This is the same. Oh no, we're using another 12 there. It's actually minus 36. The electronics then goes over here. And we're using another 48. Which leaves us with 12 extra. And then we'll also sending electronics down here, and we're using another 16. I can see what's happening here. We are using more electronics than we are actually producing. So we actually need to do more. If we need more, let's do more. Means that one needs to be upgraded as well. Okay, we are starting to get some in stock now just by increasing the amount of copper coming in, so that's something. That might be mildly overkill, but if everything is running at once, then that is too much. Looks like we've also built the other power generator, which is lovely, which gives us a little bit more headroom up here. That's wonderful. We have water coming into the system here. Diesel is now full again, which is fine, because if diesel's full, that will start doing fuel gas and stuff instead. We shouldn't start seeing... We've seen a bit of a hit to our hydrogen, but that's probably just because we are burning more hydrogen, because we are using more. But then again, it should be burning the fuel gas first. It has absolutely decimated the naphtha, however. Like, that is just gone, which is a bit of a problem if we don't have any naphtha over here. That's why we pause those two, isn't it? Let's pause those two again and see how our diesel goes. We pause those two because we're just using all of our naphtha up. That's right, I remember now. So I will also pause all of the naphtha boilers, because let's try not to use the naphtha if we can. Let's try and keep it in stock, because we do want to keep making rubber, and ideally using naphtha rather than diesel, if all is well with the world. Okay. We've researched gold. I didn't even know we were doing... Oh, that's all the way down there. There we go. So we've done that. How are we doing for time? 54 minutes. So we do have this statue of wonderfulness. Where is that going to be? In landmarks. The statue of maintenance, which requires loads, particularly copper, which is a bit of an issue. Demonstrates the wealth of your island and reduces maintenance by 4%. It's going to use fuel gas, so we want it close to fuel gas, but also out of the way of oh, down here is probably going to be perfect. If we just pop it like... I don't imagine I'm going to be building much out this way, right? So if we just pop it like here... It'd be nice to put it like there, but that's not quite ready, is it? We could put it properly out of the way down here. Let's just put it here. I like this. I don't know how much fuel gas it uses, so we're going to give it a Mark II pipe. We're just going to unpause, so there's not really any purpose to it. Only uses 2 fuel gas, so that's absolutely fine. And if we build another one of them on the other side, goes 1. We don't need that anymore. Now this is one that might actually get deleted. I'm going to pause its construction. Oh, I didn't actually unpause this one. Yeah, we'll just do 1 to start with, because I feel like otherwise it's going to be trying to split the resources. But I can, not Unity, because it's a waste of time. Let's do that. So that's going to save us 6% of maintenance. And if you're sailing into our island, you come from like over here, and then boom, double statues. That's cool. Let's see if we can get one of those built by the end of the video. How are we doing? Maintenance is back up, which is fantastic. That's what we want to see. Let's also let's get 3 excavators and 6 trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's do that. And then we're going to build another one of these, which we're going to put here, and we're going to slightly increase the stone surface, which it already is, so that's fine. We're going to unpause that. And then once this is done, we're going to do that. And this is going to be the Flatinator. Yep, perfect. Truck has no compatible excavator. It's because I've given you 17 trucks. Okay, that's fine. You don't actually need to be there. Just go away. And that will be like our other one, our other special projects. We'll start flattening down like a lot of this. Maybe we'll come from the top to flatten this, but we'll definitely get rid of this bottom bit. Start thinking about maybe flattening this. We also need to start thinking about building over to this island, maybe a little bridge there. Our trucks are busy, which is the first time our trucks have been busy for a long, long time. This is starting to be built. That's wonderful. Our ship is repaired. Excellent. 470. I think you're 480, aren't you? Yes. There's also this, which looks like treasure to me. So go over there first. Is that another oil rig? It's another oil rig. Okay. Go, Fang, go. As fast as your little engine's what you've gone. It's fine. You can't hear me anymore. Okay. Diesel's good. Naphtha's terrible. Fuel gas is brilliant. Hydrogen isn't brilliant, but that isn't the end of the world if we're using hydrogen, because it doesn't currently get used anywhere else, does it? No. No, there's the concrete, but it's not currently being used, so that's fine. They're taking the concrete out and they're building extra pathways. We've got so many of those to go. This is waiting on copper and concrete blocks. I'm going to increase the construction priority of that, just because otherwise I suspect they will be building all the flooring with the concrete blocks, because I put that down first and we don't want them to do that. In terms of construction parts, we have, I don't know, I need to keep doing over there. This can go up here. Electronics should probably go, oh no, I left it with the copper, didn't I? It sort of needs to go with the mechanical parts, I feel. And that needs to go there. And that should probably go up there somewhere. Or even up there. Yeah. Mechanical construction parts, 251, 4, 1.5, 1.5. Okay, so we are full of the 3s and 4s. We're just trying to stock up on the 1s and 2s. Sounds like we destroyed that. We found microchip technology. Hooray, I guess. I don't know when I need microchip technology, but I've got it. We'll go and do that one next, because that'll be some other thing we can research. Excuse me. I'm a bit gassy. I'm a bit gassy. In terms of ores, iron is okay. Copper's great. Coal's great. Limestone, terrible. Why is limestone terrible? We probably need a couple more trucks. to start with, just because they are obviously not keeping up with the demand from those. Maybe we'll even stick one of those new excavators on it as well. Because we don't want to run out of limestone, because it's important for something. Not you. Steel. It's important for steel. You're not running because your slag is full. Your slag is full. Because this slag bucket is full. Because nobody is taking away the slag. Well, there is someone coming to take it away. We could upgrade that bucket. So that's a nice, easy, quick fix for that. We probably just have more things making slag than we ever really did before. That's what it comes down to. How much slag do you make? 18. So 36, more than 60 is what I was sort of thinking along the lines of there. So we also need to upgrade this and this. There we go. And it's slowed down. Is that because it goes into a... Where do you go? Oh, it's because when you merge with this, it all slows down a bit. Okay. Well, it should be... Yeah, it's all empty in now, which is the main thing. Ship is in battle. Ship 1. Hooray! I think that was a while ago, because our ship should have returned by now. It has... Go over there. Get me new presents. How are we doing with everything else? Electronics, wonderful. It's looking great. Concrete blocks, terrible, but that's because we're building this. We are just waiting on concrete blocks and copper. Copper is looking terrible. If we're being honest, copper is looking terrible. You don't have any copper. Because you never got built. And you never got built. Okay. Well, that'll solve that problem. Now we'll start using copper. How much? Just 6. So 12, 24... 48, so enough for the pipe. That's what I'm thinking, which I'm sure I've tried to figure out before. However, we are also sending 24 over there, so that bit definitely needs to be upgraded. And we need that to be kept fuller. Really? I can't upgrade it because there's not enough space there. Our truck is in battle, but that's fine. We should be seeing more copper coming in now. We should be seeing more copper coming in now. There we go. They are all running. We explored that location. We got sugarcane seeds. Hooray! And look at all these things for us to go and die on. Okay, well, it's coming home. That's fine. That's also fine. We really could do some of this copper actually stocking up. Otherwise, we won't be able to build things. And I want to build things. Starting to a little bit. It's starting to a little bit. Okay. So we did build this. Let's give it 2 of those. Let's give it... Wait, do I have small... Did I just build tiny trucks? I did. All pickups, 2 trucks, start. Idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just have 4 for now. The Flatanatoria. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Mining. You are going to do... You're going to do this chunk first, because this is sort of annoying me sticking out like that. So let's just start just flattening that down so it's a bit nicer. So that is you. Edit area. Rectangle. Do all of that. Okay. Sweet. Ship's in battle, but it's on its way back, I think. Maybe. How are we doing over here? It's getting close. What are we waiting for? A few more blocks, a lot more copper. Come on now. Let's just pause that. If we're not making construction parts, don't really care. It's fine. We've got so many, we're just sort of storing them up when we need them, but we don't really need to worry about it for the minute. So let's start storing these concrete blocks up instead. It's a shame I can't do like a partial unity. Oh, it's already got the concrete blocks. Okay, sweet. You can be unpaused. So now it's just the copper. I can't really pause the electronics production or the PCB production, because then that would pause the maintenance. And you may have figured this out, but maintenance is important. Don't want to pause maintenance. We're full of Unity. I don't know if I can do much with Unity apart from store it. I think I can use it to get some people if they're high enough thing, but I've got lots of people. I don't think I really need any extra people. We just have extra Unity. Suppose we could put on another edict of some form. Reduces water consumed. I'm not too worried about water. I don't think I'm worried about water. No. No. No, I'm not worried about water. I'm not worried in the slightest about water. What else do we have? Could do research efficiency. We just use less stuff. Quarantines to reduce disables natural population growth. Population growth increased. Kick people out. Extra health points. Household goods consumption. Food consumption. Let's just do research efficiency. That's fine. Our trucks are getting very busy for the first time in like forever. So I think there is a shortcut to build. Is it shift and click? Yeah, shift click builds 5. Control click builds so many. 10, I'm guessing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is fine. Whatever. Let's build some more trucks. We don't really build a lot of trucks, and we should be seeing over here our new flattenator team hard at work. That's amazing. And over here we have the OGs who have just destroyed this mountain. There used to be a beautiful mountain range there, and they are just like, nope, whack it in the trucks. Oh, I love those guys so much. Over here we've actually almost finished filling this in, and over here we have our first landmark statue. Hello, screenshot. Guess what you're going to be shown on? Can I name it? The Statue of Screenshot. Shot. Yeah, better. Let's unpause that one now. Because, I mean, I don't know if it's worth it for an extra 1% saved. If we have a little look at our maintenance. So we are consuming about 900. So 4% of that would be, it's only be 40, wouldn't it? I'm producing, so 4% of 34 is not really worth figuring out, to be honest. So yes, we went down by 6, but it should have gone down by more than that. Maybe we haven't had a full month since that. I was sort of assuming that's when. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's had a noticeable impact on our maintenance. But I feel like it should have done. Oh well. You do have fuel gas. You do have fuel gas because you are burning. So, yeah, I don't know how that works. Whatever, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Housing is empty, so let's upgrade another house. We'll just let that go. You are busy decimating the iron mine for some of this last dregs of iron. We can go down a little bit more because there's some iron there, but I'm getting to a lot of rock here as well, so that's not going to go down much further. Same with coal, really. There was a red message, but it disappeared before I could actually get to it. And copper is actually quite fine. We could unity these trucks. That's something we could do to spend a tiny bit of unity. And I guess that means that's probably about time to finish up then. What else have we researched? Just the large storages, but we do have the cargo depots 3 and 4 on the way, which are going to be the 6 and the 8s. So we will probably... What are we going to do with this? We're going to delete this? We will probably delete this. And then try to very hurriedly rebuild it. We'll see how much it's going to cost to build the bigger one, I guess. But yeah, we'll probably delete it and rebuild it, because we can't upgrade it because there hasn't got enough space there. Stupid. Stupid. And then if we get that up to a larger one, I suppose it doesn't really matter in the short term. It'll just be fewer trips back and forth. Because that is filled with storage, but we're not burning the oil fast enough. I was going to say we could turn the other oil rig on, but it doesn't really matter if we're not burning more oil, does it? Is it? Was it? Could it? Maybe. Anyway, diesel's back up. We still have this situation where we're not storing any naphtha. We're using as much naphtha as we're producing, but you know, there are worse problems to have, I suppose. So, what have we done today? We have slightly increased our power generation to just cope with some peaks that we were having. We have upgraded to glassmaker Mark IIs, so we are making twice as much glass and no longer producing the broken glass, which has to be cycled back into the system. We have upgraded to research Mark. It's been a busy couple of videos. There were some videos where I was just like, I have spent like 5 hours just getting this up and running, and then another like 10 hours just doing this, and then even like 3 hours just doing this. The last couple of videos have just been like boom, 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 get it done, son, get it done. What was I talking about? Research. Yeah, we've upgraded to research. If we want to unpause those, we have to build more of those. That's fine. We've tidied up. I had a big yawn because I'm professional. We started putting down some more concrete slabbing here and there. We have built our first statue of Screenshot. That's what you are, my friend. That's what you are. And we've also gone out and explored with the We've explored where the ship are. Tell you what we've been doing now with that ship. We've been sending it off to other places, right? And it's been going there and seeing what those other places have and shooting things in the face. Yeah, that was my full-on sort of like Devonshire Janner accent. There you go. That sneaks in every now and then, doesn't it? Sneaks in every now and then. Well, I'm going to leave us looking at this guy's face. How close can we get to your face? That close. That's it. Awesome. Hope you're enjoying Captain of Industry. Next time, I guess the cargo depots, if we get there, we might want to scale up the research because I don't think 2 of them is really going to be enough. As you can see, this cargo depot one's taken quite a long time as it is, or it feels like it's been a long time. How much does this take? 2,500. That takes 2.3. That's 2.3. That's 2.9. That's 2.9. I feel like it's going to take a while. And then we start getting up into these, and it's 3,000, 5,000, 3,000, 3,000, 5,000. Yeah, I mean, we are getting into weird things now as well, though. The internet. Yeah, I've not seen any of this. This is further than I've ever been in the game, so it's exciting. I'm also terrified, waiting for it all to go wrong. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all those amazing things. I will see you next time in Captain of Industry. And as always, thank you very, very much for joining me. I didn't mean to say that so seductively. I'm so sorry.